Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel Biodiversity and Conservation. I am Subhalakshmi Raut from Ambika Prasad Research Foundation, Odisha, India. And today we are going to talk about solid waste processing. So in solid waste management, processing is a very important topic. Here, after the collection and transfer of the waste materials from households or industrial sites or any garbage collecting sites, processing is the next step. And here the waste products are compacted or reduced in size and volume, or they're dried so that it can be used for either recovery and reuse, or for incineration, or for dumping in landfills, or any other disposal method. So let's start our topic. So in case of solid waste processing, it mainly has three purposes, like improving efficiency of solid waste management system. So like papers, waste papers which we dump out, they can be reused, and like they can be collected and stored in processing units, and their volume, size is reduced, and they are made into pulps or something. Then uh, they are generated into reusable papers, which has low quality but can be used. And next is recovering the material for reuse. So many materials can be reused, that can be generated from the solid waste, either through shredding or um, different separation techniques. The materials that can be recovered from the solid waste include paper, cardboard, plastic, glass, aluminium, and other residual metals. And next purpose is recovering conversion products and energy. So combustible organic materials can be converted into products that can be ultimately used to generate energy, and this energy can be generated either through incineration, pyrolysis, composting, or biodigestion. So after separating the materials from the waste, uh, either through drying or shredding, they can be used for power generation. One method of solid waste processing is mechanical volume and size reduction. And the main purpose of this process is to reduce the volume and size of waste as compared to its original form. And the waste products that is produced from this process is of uniform size and can be transported easily. So the sub part of this is volume reduction, which has some benefits and disadvantages. Like benefits like the volume reduction process reduces the quantity of materials to be handled at the disposal site, and it helps the crew to load the waste materials easily, and transfer is also very easy, and due to the reduced volume, it occupies less space in the landfills, and increases the life of landfills. And it's a very economical process because it reduces the cost and the crew, or and cost and efficiency and energy of the waste management system. There are also some disadvantages, like it's a poor quality of uh, poor quality technique of sorting, and the volume reduction is very difficult for sorting out the mixture of biodegradable and non-biodegradable liquid waste. And if large amount of biodegradable materials are present in the waste, then it destroys the value of the product that can be generated. Like if the solid waste has paper and plastic material along with biodegradable materials, then the it reduces the value of paper and plastics also. Next, the equipment that are used for compaction are mainly two types, that are stationary and movable equipments. Stationary equipments are those which um, are placed in near households or near construction sites or near industrial areas where we dump our waste products. Then the when the dustbin or the stationary equipment is uh, gets filled up, then the compacted trucks or other transfer equipments take the dust waste material and dump them in the disposal site. So that is the stationary equipment. And as per the requirements, the stationary equipments are used. Like for household, we have light duty stationary equipment, and for industrial um, purposes or for commercial purposes, we have commercial or light industrial, heavy or transfer station compactors that can be used. In case of movable equipment, we have wheeled or tracked equipment uh, that is used to place and compact the solid waste in the sanitary landfill. So next is there are some factors that help us to select the type of um, equipment that can be used, like size, composition, moisture content of the waste. It helps us to select the type of vehicle or compaction equipment we can use. Um, the method of transferring the waste, that is also a factor. Potential use of the compacted waste materials, like if there are more paper waste, then we have to transfer the compacted waste to the station where they will prepare papers from the waste materials, or different type of compaction vehicles are also used here, compaction methods also. So like what type of site or what type of environment the waste can be dumped also can be a factor here. Now next is size reduction or shredding. Here this method is required to convert the large size waste into smaller pieces, and the final product that we get here is uniform and of reduced size in comparison to the original one. So this helps to carry the waste from uh, the collection site to the disposal easily, and requires less cost and energy. And from size reduction also, we can um, use different recovery methods to recover any material that can be used further, or it can be converted into energy. Now, the equipment used for compaction are of different types, but mainly these two equipments are used in the solid waste management, like hammer mill. So it's a commercial equipment, and here there are several hammers inside the impact device, and when it rotates in high speed, it shreds the solid waste that enter the mill, uh, and the waste get reduced in size by being struck between the cutting bars, and the process continues till a particular size is obtained, and then it falls out of the equipment, which is then dumped into containers which will get transferred from this unit to disposal site or to recovery place where they can use these materials. Next is hydropulper. It's also a method to reduce size of the waste materials. And here also high speed cutting blades are present on the rotor, and when it moves at a very high speed, then the metals or tins or cans or any non-pulpable materials that are present in the solid waste, it gets rejected and comes out of the hydropulper, and the rejected material then is passed down a tube, and the solid slurry that is prepared from the hydropulper passes through the bottom of the pulper tank and is pumped to the next processing operation. Like if paper waste is present here, so then paper solid slurry will uh, be sent into paper mills for different uses. There are also here some factors that helps us to select which size reduction equipment we will use, like the properties of materials or that is being shredded or is have to be shredded, the size requirements of the shredded material, um, the method of feeding shredders, and what um, where we will dispose the material. Like if paper mills require these, then we will use hydropulper as our equipment. So this is all from me today. Thank you for listening to me.